Denver-based band Ghost Revue has joined me in the studio today, and they'll start off the live set with their song, The Tide. Welcome back to the local lunch hour. This episode is sponsored by the Blasting Room of Fort Collins Recording Studio with over 80 years of combined music industry experience. We just heard a live performance of The Tide performed by Denver-based band Ghost Revue. Thank you guys for playing that. That was super fun.
Thanks for having us in.
Yeah, no problem. So, do you guys want to explain that song a little bit? That's from your album Misgivings. Like, give a little backstory about that.
Yeah, so that song's kind of about the inevitability of time marching forward, and just kind of how it's hard to stomach sometimes.
About like growing old and stuff like that.
Yeah, kind of growing old and
You're not
watching
too old.
folks pass and
Yeah,
watching
yeah.
kids get older and
Yeah.
and
That
just
would be really appropriate for the college crowd.
Yeah, super appropriate, yeah.
So it's trying to have a bit of zen about it, but it doesn't
pretty
always
upbeat.
work out.
Nice.
Don't have kids, pretty much.
Oh, yeah, you guys don't have any kids?
No.
No. But you're just, yeah, I mean, I guess we could all have those thoughts, though, even if we don't have kids, like, because we are kids of someone, you know? But yeah.
Right.
But back to the album of, like, Misgivings, that's your most recent album, and I wanted to talk about the artwork a little bit, because I think it's very interesting. Is that, like, hand-drawn artwork, or, like, who created that?
No, so we found this artist so we did a little run in the UK 2 summers ago, and we found this artist called Flem that we really wanted to use his artwork for our cover, and he just wouldn't respond, so we couldn't get a license to do it. So we wound up finding this other artist just on the web, and went with them.
Nice.
So I'm not sure how he actually created the artwork, though.
Oh, okay. Well, it's super cool. And there's, like, spaceships and, like, crystals involved, and I was just wondering, is that, like, album cover, does that have any relevance to, like, the overall theme of the album? And do you want to, like, go into detail about the theme of Misgivings a little bit?
Yeah, sure. So there's some mixed themes, but, you know, we wrote that album when kind of the Trump administration was taking control or really running, I guess, at that point. And so it was kind of misgivings, you know, it's kind of an uncertainty about where the world's going and how we felt about it. And but, you know, we also have some songs about love and longing and other things on there as well.
Yeah. Nice. And that came out last September, right? Am I correct about
Yeah,
that?
that's right.
Awesome.
September before that.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And do you guys want to, were there any, like, interesting recording experiences? Like, were there any songs that were more interesting than others to create? Or, like, were there any that were super difficult to come together or anything like that?
Let's see. I think, you know, any artist will tell you just in the studio, once you get in there and you have time to listen to it and kind of be outside of the music for a second, you kind of hear different things. You know, like there's a song, you know, Old Car that we have on the CD that has some just really nice guitar textures. I think, you know, if you deconstruct it, there's just maybe 5 or 6 different lead guitar lines all in the verse. And you listen to it and it's all mixed together really well. And it doesn't sound like it's, you know, so much going into it, but that's just one of the things where we didn't plan it and we just kind of sat there looping it back with the in the studio with our producer and just kind of slowly added and he did a great job of making sure it didn't sound like too much and just kind of meshed together really well. And that's something that, you know, we didn't plan on. It just kind of happened on its own. Yeah,
nice. So that just, like, came together, like, pretty easily.
Yeah, it was really organic process. It didn't feel too forced. I think we got, you know, the intention of all of our songs definitely translated well on the album. Yeah.
Awesome. We did our first record with a guy named Drew Sowell with Dead Canary Studios. And another thing we did with some of the songs is we would just experiment with adding different textures each time we do a pass. So if I was going through to add harmony vocals, then we'd have Caleb add another guitar loop. And then the challenge is then figuring out how do we translate that live when we've added 5 or 7 tracks on.
Yeah. So you tried to, like, make the songs a little bit different from each other on the album, like, or?
Yeah, just, you know, always trying to experiment and add textures and just sort of, you can sonically explore on an album in a way that you can't if you're playing everything together live.
Yeah, true. Awesome. So the next songs that you guys are going to play, they're, like, new songs from, like, a new upcoming album? Or
that's right.
Are they? Oh, awesome. So you guys are already, like, thinking about giving out, like, a new album?
Yeah, we have about probably 10 or 12 songs that are done. We're just obviously in the process of recording them and who to record them with, things like that.
Oh, nice. Awesome.
But, and how to release them and things like that.
Yeah. So just, like, the technical aspects of that. Okay. Well, I think we should listen to those songs coming up next right now. Are 2 brand new songs from Denver-based band Ghost Revue, and the first one is Across the Bay, and the second one is called Where Did I Go Wrong?
My mama came to America to escape a hostile town. My daddy built the furniture that we still have around. I finished school and left the farm just ambling along. Picked up my horn at the start of the war that let me carry on. So I hit upon New York City, slept on my friend's sofa bed. My parents stayed in Bethlehem, where my sisters were born and bred. And I made my way to the water at the edge of the bay. Spotted someone beautiful in the crowd across the way. And I just wanted to run to you as fast as my legs would go, and tell you that you're beautiful and someone I should know. And maybe we can run off to some far away land. Maybe start a family. Maybe you'll take my hand. Or maybe you'll take my hand. I was pushed out of my job. She brought me back to life. When I buried my parents, she was there at my side. When our daughters found some trouble, she always knew what to do. At least that's how it seemed to me. I didn't have a clue. And I just wanted to run to you as fast as my legs would go, and tell you that you're beautiful and someone I should know. And maybe we can run off to some far away land. Maybe start a family. Maybe you'll take my hand. Or maybe you'll take my hand. Right before I left this earth, heard her singing out to me the songs of our era that she sang at 23. And I fell in love all over again in my final days. Close my eyes to the memory of the girl across the bay. And I just wanted to run to you as fast as my legs would go, and tell you that you're beautiful and someone I should know. Where did I go wrong? I've been chasing my tail, with my head in the sand. When my voice comes out, sounds like another man. Where'd I go wrong? Where'd I go wrong? Well, I've been living in another's dream. Feels like the wind's been knocked out of me. I can't find that little part of me that used to know what to do. Let's be honest, you put me in a tough position. Not saying that you lied, there was plenty of omission. This feels like a sad sap exposition of a curtailed expedition. What a disappointing time. Where did I go wrong? I've been chasing my tail, with my head in the sand. When my voice comes out, sounds like another man. Where'd I go wrong? Where'd I go wrong? Well, I've been working on myself now, trying to figure out what I did to you to make you run around. Why I hate myself when I should be hating you. Let's be honest, you put me in a tough position. Oh, but I still wanna try. This could be an intermission. This feels like a sad sap exposition of a curtailed expedition. What a disappointing time. Where did I go wrong? I've been chasing a tail, with my head in the sand. When my voice comes out, sounds like another man. Where'd I go wrong? Where'd I go wrong? Where did I go wrong? Oh, where did I go wrong? Oh, where did I go wrong? Oh, where did I go wrong?
Welcome back to the local lunch hour. This episode is sponsored by The Blasting Room. Visit theblastingroom.com for more information on their recording, mixing, and mastering services. Thank you, Blasting Room, for being great. You know what else is great? Those two songs we just heard. They were amazing. And they're brand new. And the first one was called Across the Bay, and the second one was called Where Do I Go Wrong? Right, or Where Did I Go Wrong? Got it. Okay, nice. So do you want to explain a little bit about where the next album is heading concept-wise a little bit for listeners?
Yeah, sure. So, I think the last album was Misgiving, so it was kind of a time of uncertainty. And I think this next album is a little bit more optimistic. There's some songs about redemption. There's still a little bit of grit and angst in it for sure, but we've got a couple songs that have maybe a little more of a dancey groove to them, as opposed to just where we feel like we're yelling at our audience all the time.
Nice.
So yeah, we're excited to bring it out. I think we're also going sonically for some warmer sounds. We've added a slide guitar. We've added a keyboard, or a different pianist rather.
Yeah.
So I think it's just going to add some new dimensions for us.
Yeah, you were talking about you have new members, kind of you're still developing who is Ghost Revue.
Yeah, right now, obviously, this is our acoustic set with our three people, and we play mountain shows and stuff like this. But when we play in the city, we normally play with 6-7 people, a couple electric guitars as well.
Yeah. And yeah, you guys have been playing shows at Winter Park and like other ski resorts. So that would be just the trio.
Yep.
That's
Typically,
awesome.
yeah. We've done a full band one at Ullers up in the mountains there before, but more often than not, this is what you get in the mountains.
That's cool.
and-
That's so Colorado. Like
It's
doing
easier to
shit.
go up the gondola with hand drums instead of
Yeah.
a full drum set. for
Oh, you
sure.
go up the lift and perform?
Yeah.
What?
Absolutely. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Sometimes in the gondola, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
We'll warm up
Can-
in the gondola. every now
Oh,
and then.
can like people hear you like when you're going up
I
the
don't
lift?
know.
You just
But-
do it for fun.
Yeah, it's more just for the novelty of playing with a view.
Mhm. True. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
where
once
else
we
would
get
you
to the
want?
top, then yeah, it's always a good time.
Oh, you play at the top.
We play at the top of Winter Park a lot.
Nice.
And then in some of the bars in Breckenridge and those
Cool.
places.
And so when you play at the top of Winter Park, that's like outside. Like
No,
in
Or
the,
inside,
well,
okay,
It's
okay.
inside now, but in the spring we're gonna do some out on
cool.
the patio.
that's awesome. And you guys are just gonna like continue doing like shows like that, right? Or outdoor shows? Like that's
yeah,
just a
we
common
love
thing
playing
you guys
outside. We'll play wherever you stick us.
do. Cool. That I don't know. I guess I'm from California, so that's just so interesting to me because I've never heard of that. But that's awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sometimes you have to like put your hand in your pocket between songs, just
Yeah.
so your
So
fingers
it doesn't
aren't
freeze.
numb.
Oh my god, yeah. I would imagine the ukulele and guitar. I guess everything.
Yeah,
that would
yeah.
just
It's no big
be
deal.
rough,
We
man.
go skiing or snowboarding half the time, early in the day, and then we play
Yeah.
the show later. So
that's like the best day ever.
yeah, it's pretty good.
Literally. Wow. Okay. Do you guys have a name for the upcoming album yet, or are you still working on that?
We have not named it yet.
Yeah.
We're working on that. But if you have any suggestions,
Yeah.
we're open.
It's uplifting, so that's a cue, I guess, of what could be the title. But yeah, that's cool. Do you have like the artwork yet for that album, or?
We've got a couple artists picked out. We were gonna have them kind of sketch up something, and we're not doing what we did last time and failing to get the artist we want. We're gonna wait till we get the one we want this time.
Oh, like features and stuff.
I'm not sure if we're gonna get Flem in the UK, but we're gonna get somebody that we're really excited
Cool.
about.
So
Flem,
would
if
they?
you're listening, come on, bro.
Oh, right, yeah. Because he denied you guys last time.
He just ignored us completely.
Yeah.
But he's like a graffiti artist. So I
Oh, cool.
think
Did you just like see him like on the streets or?
we
or
just saw his
artwork?
work and we were like,
Oh,
man,
cool.
that would be
Cool.
perfect.
And then you found his email and.
Turns out that wasn't his intention with his art.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, we stalked him after we found out who it was and his street murals in Birmingham.
But we still
Yeah.
highly recommend him. He's a great artist.
Yeah, so that's interesting. So you're gonna just like try to find someone else for the artwork and stuff.
Yeah, we've got so we have some talent in our friends and family, so we're gonna check what
Oh,
they
nice.
what they can do
That'll be
first,
cheaper.
and
Maybe.
then look around a bit. Yeah,
And
Awesome.
give them some publicity as well, for their art.
Yeah,
Obviously, doesn't
yeah.
ever hurt anything.
we'd love to find someone local if we can.
True. And you guys are currently recording that right now. The album.
Yeah, so we've done like a demo version of all the songs. So we're trying a new approach where we record everything, then we give it to some producers, get their opinions, and then we work with one of them that we think is the best fit.
Awesome. Okay. And we're going to get back to the music right now. But the song you're going to play next is from your old album.
Right.
So we're going to get there. This next song is by local band Ghost Revue, and it is called Poison.
There's a poison that we all know, and we just swallow it down and wonder why it stings our throat. There's a menace I can see, boldly stare right back at me. We had a vision, but it's gone black, and we keep moving and never look back. There's a smoke screen that I'm sure sweet denial keeps hiding from the view. We're not even close. We're chasing a ghost. Oh my God, what a funny joke. Have you seen the news? It'll make you choke. my God, what a funny joke.